Hey everybody, welcome back. So, trying to leave this place. Hopefully, we're about to leave and get to...
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Brain melt. Oh, I did not realize that that little cricket was the flashlight. Yeah, but hopefully we're getting out of here and getting more into the open world.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
It was literally one move.
There you go.
Was that even necessary? It was literally one move. What the... Okay. Whatever. Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. Stunned enemy has stars circling above their head. And after hitting them again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Oh. I'm saving the wheeled one. Okay. Oh man, there's a lot of these guys. Okay. I do not do a lot of melee damage, huh? Yep, we're just gonna electrocute you.
You're fresh out of key energy.
Whew. Nice. Oh, there's one left.
That's the
There
last
we
of them.
are.
Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
The wheeled one. Tickling toffee. I mean, I'm definitely gonna loot some corpses first. Why not? Daddy candies. Yes, I'm just gonna keep calling them that. I realize it's not correct, but it's gonna happen. A new friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Remember what? I kind of want to know.
How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what?
Yeah, I want to know.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
From the intro, yeah. That's about it. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next. If you want to make... Okay, that's just settings. Way back in the long ago. Can I still pause? Oh, it's just that. Okay. Little kid. Talk to best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I'm not sure if I told her or
You're
not.
such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
God,
The potato
great.
people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I want to say I don't believe in magic because that's what I do.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay. Glitter grass. Oh, no. I can't go this way. Can I go through that? No, even though I can clearly fit. That's... Hitboxes. Nice. Just like walled that whole thing off. I mean, it makes sense. Do I take fall damage? Well, I guess I'm in the opening. Or not opening, I'm in the... I'm a little kid, I'm sure they won't let me die. Do I ruffle it? Oh, okay.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Okay. Okay. What do I do? here? Why? Oh, am I just like... Okay, this is janky. What the... Okay, that's really
You handle that
weird.
net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Not gonna let me pause.
He's
Okay.
grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree.
So you have to swing the net, but there's a huge area, but you have to be right next to it anyway? Why have a net? Just let me catch it with my hands. No.
They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. So I'm going back around. Running animations on all fours. It's kind of cute. Cuter like this than head on. Head on. Ooh, sorry. Head on is a little more weird looking. More so is the kid. More so is the adult that I am playing now. Oh, that is... I expected the tree to be way bigger. Oh. Okay, that's horrifying.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Be a good kid.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
I guess the end of days is more self-explanatory.
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Murkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route.
This sounds just like Breath of the Wild.
Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoofpuff at the end of the east route.
There's only 4.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the
This is Breath of the Wild.
a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porkypuff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Ask about one specific one or all of them?
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's just like, okay, you have to beat these 4 things to get to the end game, just like Breath of the Wild. Though, for the record, I did never finish that game. I had a real hard time with combat, just like didn't find it enjoyable. Loved the exploration and obviously the graphics and overall how beautiful it was. It was fun to watch people play it, but the cooking was pretty much everything I liked except the combat, and it just very much killed it for me. But that, I will see you all next time. I know we didn't get to the open world yet, but we got to see a little bit of the background. Not background, the backstory. That's what I'm looking for. And this guy's only got one really weird looking foot. It's I think that's a good visual to end on. It's a weird looking foot. I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming.